And I'd just first like to thank Council, Mayor for coming, and the Orange Beach Community Center Association for hosting this tonight. We appreciate it. Just a little something about how we chose our officer, and we also have a non-sworn, or what we're going to call the Civilian of the Year. We have within the police department, an employee advisory committee. We decided to go with quarterly awards for each position, and then from those, we chose our annual recipient. So first I'll start with this, with our officer. June 12th of this year, one of our officers, I'll try to make it suspenseful till the end, responded to a call of multiple swimmers in distress on the eastern side of the Perdido Pass. As this officer arrived on scene, he observed two swimmers clearly in distress in the water. Disregarding his personal safety, he ran into the water, swam out to the two men, reached them, found one to be unconscious beneath the surface. He pulled him up, wrapped him in a rescue tube, and then had the other swimmer grab that to remain afloat. As this all unfolded, one of the police boats, Marine 2, arrived with two other officers, and this officer assisted both of the men onto the boat. When that was done, he boarded the boat, and as you can imagine, with all the swimming, rescue, and a lot of fire guys can relate to this, he was exhausted. However, he did immediately begin chest compressions as the other officers brought the boat back to the Marine office. After arriving at the office, both men were transferred to our fire department there, and they took care of him. And I do believe he lived, but I know there's permanent damage. I don't know the final update. Anyhow, unfortunately, our officer ingested quite a bit of seawater, and he was experiencing respiratory difficulties as well. He had to be treated, and then he was transported, but he's made a full recovery. All I can say about this is I can't think of any more selfless act that any of us could possibly make than to willingly, but on top of that, knowingly, place your life in jeopardy with a disregard for it, really, and come to the aid of another. And that's exactly what happened. It's for this reason that we did select Sergeant Jeremy Mote, who's not here. He's in training, and he was then Officer Mote as the Orange Beach Police Officer of the Year. But his wife is here, and his children. Come on up, Carla. After our meeting is appropriately marked.
That's right.
It really was.
Thanks to the association, we got this. I think we were going to do that after.
Oh, okay.
Is what they wanted to do. That's all right.
That's good. I just moved that high.
Well, I was, also on behalf of, or from the Perdido Beach Resort, and from Brian Harsney with his group of restaurants, Cobalt, Cosmos, to name a couple, we have a little something here for you all to go out and have some time together. Thank you. Well, this one I'm just going to jump right in and dive them out from the beginning. Animal control officer, since we don't have a lot to choose from, sorry. That wasn't supposed to be bad. Got the annual award. Tom Conerly has provided the Orange Beach community with really an unparalleled level of service since being hired in 2017. During 2018, he has provided badly needed guidance and enforcement regarding animal control in our community. He's not merely enforced ordinances, but he's educated the community, our visitors, and the public. His efforts include, but aren't limited to, revision of the animal ordinance, guidance regarding service, as I just mentioned, or service animals, to business owners, officers, and the community. He's also been instrumental in the drafting of an animal control policy and certification process to bring us up to standards with state statute. And finally, the creation of the Trap, Neuter, and Return program, better known as the Feral Cat program, and he helped stand up a nonprofit to deal with that. And that was spearheaded by Tom, and it's really the first successful one here. This also led to the city of Orange Beach being recognized in the Alabama Municipal Journal during July of this year for not only the implementation of it, but the flawless execution. Given its success, Tom's been requested to speak, I think, at no less than half a dozen cities, county agencies, regarding our implementation and execution of the TNR program. So given his accomplishments, efforts, and drive, and his commitment to excellence in all things, made him the clear selection for our annual recipient for the first Civilian Employee of the Year. Come on up, Tom.
Plaque for him.
Thank you, Chief. Since we didn't have much to choose from. No, I appreciate it, Chief, and really it's not a one-person show here. The animal control is a community problem and it's a community solution, and we've had a real good response from the community on this. We are working with many different cities throughout the area now, and I've got a couple more requests, and Mayor, you're probably gonna get a couple more requests for me to come talk to some other cities.
So next, as we shift to the fire department, I want to make sure and just and bring up next Wednesday is the official pinning. Is that something that you're going to bring up? Can I say that? So these guys right here, and if there's anybody else not sitting at this table, this is our recruit class that's currently moving through. And next Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the Orange Beach Event Center, we will have that. There's plenty of room if you would like to attend that and see these young men. I don't think we have any females in the class this time. And then we got Scott Smothers, who's not as young. So, but this whole group, well, it's an outstanding day. So that actually is something I want to make sure to talk about the fire department.
All right. So I just want to start by saying thank you, like Chief Fierro did, to the Community Association and for having us. You know, this is a very special time where you guys get to display and show your respect and appreciation for us. So just want to thank you guys for that. So started off with just looking at our mission statement and seeing what our mission statement says, and just to let you guys know, our mission is to provide the best protection and service possible with pride, honor, and integrity. So when looking at our personnel, we have a department full of members that embody that mission, but there's one that stands out. They take this mission to another level. The person we are here to honor tonight is proud to be an Orange Beach firefighter and cares for the department above himself. He said in his cover letter many years ago, "I know there is much more to learn about the department and firefighter EMT profession, and I hope to have the opportunity to spend a career with Orange Beach Fire Rescue doing it. There's no doubt we have benefited from his desire to learn and his dedication to our department. When there's a project that needs to be accomplished, this is the one you want working with you. When you need the right thing to be done, this is the one you can count on, even when the right thing is difficult or unpopular. This individual is where you can go, and you will get honest feedback even when others are unwilling to speak up. He's also an Auburn fan, so he's got to be a pretty good guy. I've had the pleasure of working working with and for him for many years, and I can tell you that when I was one of his employees, there was not anything he asked me to do that he had not already done or was going to help us do. And I'm pretty sure his current employees know the same to be true today. The pride, honor, and integrity he has can be shown in these recent examples. There was a family in town this summer. They experienced a medical emergency which required the mother to be transported to the hospital. The father had left town for the day with the family car and the children's car seats. The individual located and installed car seats into the battalion chief vehicle in order to get the children to and then later facilitated the return of the family from the hospital, since the only option was to take a taxi without car seats. Most recently, he has led the effort to help other first responders in Bay County. He has been instrumental in getting countless families property and homes in order following Hurricane Michael. Without his desire and initiative, we would not have assisted so many families in the recent days and weeks following the storm. The impact this has had on these families can never be properly described, but I think the tearful hugs say it best. He's also pretty upset to be here tonight instead of Bay County, where he can be helping others instead of being recognized for who he is to this city and the organization. Battalion Chief Jeff Smith. Heading up the EMA in Bay County, and I will just say that he's been a very busy man, and we would like for you to discuss the operations going on in Bay County and the families that have been impacted.
Well, I actually prepared about a 2-hour PowerPoint presentation. That's the reason I'm here, if y'all would kill the lights. I do want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you, Chief. Chief Kimberlin, it's nice to have y'all's support. Thank the guys. Thank Sunshine and the kids. It's been a long road, and pretty surprised. But I'll let Joby do the talking about Bay County. He's been there from the beginning. I do want to say thank you to the city for y'all's support with it, because it was not expected to turn into the magnitude that it has, and the help we've received from the other city departments and other departments in the county. We've taken trailer loads of donations. I think I was told last we had about $3,000 in donated money that we're going to give to Bay County. And the guys are over there right now working. So, you want to say anything?
Well, the first thing, I'm just extremely proud of my brother, not only because of what he's accomplished over here, but what he's done for us over there, and primarily because this is the first time that I've even got to leave the EOC since October 10th, I guess it was. So it's been a long, I think 28 days since the storm. One of the brightest moments that we have had has been when the city of Orange Beach has, for whatever reason, decided to stand up and help our folks out. And there's been a lot of things happening, obviously, and y'all have been through it to a pretty heavy extent in the past. And I know y'all had a lot of people who helped you and brought you along the way, just as the same as you're doing for us. You're paying it forward, and we absolutely are going to do the same thing. But we had we lost one of our firefighters right in the heat of this that was just doing exactly what you guys were over there to help us take care of. And I don't believe y'all had made it there quite yet, but
It was on our list.
yeah, he was one of the ones that was on the list. And so, what you guys are doing, and especially the city, to allow y'all to come over and just the people and the equipment and everything, I never would have imagined that this could happen. And the fact that my brother was one of the ones that helped get it started and all, but for the city and all the folks on the fire department, the police department, public works, met some incredible people. Y'all, I'm really proud of the folks that we have in Bay County, but I'm even more proud of what you guys have done, because I get in trouble all the time because I talk about this is my home still. I've been there 8 years now, but I still call Baldwin County home, and I get fussed at all the time, but now they see why. I mean, it's because of what you all have done to help support us. And it's not over. It's not going to be over for years for us, and that place will never be the same. But the memories and the what you guys have done for our people, and I hope that they're sharing what it's done for us, for our first responders, for some of their families. It's just, it means the world to know that y'all are taking the time and doing what you're doing. So I am just really proud to be here, to be able to say thank you on behalf of our citizens, and especially our first responders that you guys are directly helping and taking care of. So not to diminish, what's going on tonight, but to me, I'm really proud of my brother for what he's done to make this happen. I'm really jealous of what he's done in his career. He's got a whole lot more time in the state retirement system than I do. But I'm proud for that. But a little bit jealous and envious. But I appreciate the fact that he's done what he's done, and glad that I can call him my brother. So thank y'all for everything, and your guys over there right now busting their tails. I was just texting with Brian just a few minutes ago. Y'all, they are making an excellent representation of the city of Orange Beach. So thank you guys.